Perfect.
Hello guys, and welcome to another character review, today featuring Vengeful Shinnok. Before we start guys, as always, please mind the date when this video has been recorded, and also in case you don't know, you're not familiar with the system I'm using so that I can evaluate characters, you can find it on the top right corner of the screen. So, without further ado guys, let's put Vengeful Shinnok to the test. Vengeful Shinnok, guys, used to be the gold character with highest attack stats, but not anymore. We got Classic Melina buffed and his attack went to second place when it comes to gold characters. The attack is 55,422 and this is actually the 15th highest overall in the game. His hit points are 97,152, the 27th highest overall and the 10th highest throughout the gold characters. His toughness 37,800, the 28th highest in the game and again the 10th highest in the gold characters. Shinnok has 41,580 recovery, the 20th highest in the game and the 5th highest in the gold league. Power generation is 100%, which is not great. In general, Shinnok gets 17.7 out of 25 points for his basic stats. Special one of Shinnok guys is called Crushing Shoulder. You have to keep in mind that it is completely blockable. The opponent can block every single one of your mini hits, and by the way there are 3, this special attack consists of 3 mini hits. Also it has this spell as a main buff, which is good if you decide to put Shinnok as an opener, which I don't really advise you to do, but in general each character that has this spell on his special one is a kind of safe opener. Of course you have to keep in mind that this special attack can be cast from away from the opponent. However, you have to be careful if the opponent is lying on the ground when you're doing your special one, because some of the mini hits will miss if you do that. Special one of Shinnok guys is lethal, in other words, it can finish off the opponent. The minimum damage of special one of Shinnok deals 18,289, the 22nd highest in the game and the 6th highest among the gold characters. The maximum damage is 36,579. The 23rd highest in the game and the 14th highest among gold characters. Once again guys, special one of Shinnok is completely blockable. It has this spell as a main, I would say, buff. It can be cast from anywhere, however it has to be timed well. It can be lethal, it can finish off the opponent, and of course it consists of 3 mini attacks. So, special one of Shinnok guys scores 7.9 out of 12 possible points. Okay guys, we got to special 2 of Shinnok, which is called Hellblast. By the way, his special 2 used to be the most broken special 2 in the game. There was a time when he was released when this ability could literally one-shot a blocking opponent. But they kinda nerfed it, so now it is okay. It's not great, but definitely it's not a bad special attack. First of all, you have to keep in mind that this ability can be completely blocked, as with his special 1. This special has fire as the main debuff. Again, it can be cast from anywhere, because every time when I cast it and I'm away from the opponent, Shinnok magically teleports to the opponent and does his special too. So it is safe to cast it if you are away from the enemy character. This ability again consists of 3 mini hits and it is lethal. In other words, if the opponent is low, he will die. When it comes to damage, the minimum damage of Shinnok Special 2 deals 45,724, the 19th highest in the game and the 3rd highest among the gold characters. The maximum damage is 91,499, the 17th highest in the game, and the second highest in the Gold League. I believe only Classic Melina has better special 2 than Shinnok. And let's recap the other stats. Special 2 again is completely blockable. It has fire as main debuff. It can be cast from anywhere. It is lethal. It can finish off the opponent. And again, as with his special 1, it consists of 3 mini attacks. So for special 2, Shinnok gets almost 12 points out of possible 18. Okay guys, we got to the Devil's Hand, which is the name of Shinnok's X-Ray, and by the way, it looks awesome. The only drawback of it is that it has Curse, which is not really the best debuff. However, on the other hand, you can cast this X-Ray from distance. When it comes to damage, the X-Ray damage is 109,739, 22nd highest in the game, and again second highest among all gold characters, losing only to Classic Melina's X-Ray. When it comes to buff and debuff, he has Curse, which is not great, especially for an X-Ray. However, the times I tried to cast it from a distance, I always succeeded, so it also can be cast from distance, which is good. And for his X-Ray, Vengeful Shinnok gets 3 out of 4 points, and the total score for Shinnok special attacks, guys, adds up to 22.8 out of 34 possible points. So let's check out his passive. The passive of Vengeful Shinnok, guys, is called Sitting Shadow. Basically what it does is that you have a chance on successful combo ender to gain a shield that will halve the incoming damage from special attack, and once you have it, if you block a special attack, it will apply bleed to the opponent. And the second part of his passive is that it gives 20% critical chance to all Netherland characters, which is pretty awesome. However, I find the first part of his passive to be really underwhelming. The reason for it is that, first of all, the chance of obtaining this armor is pretty low. I literally finished Hard Battle, Faction Wars, using only Shinnok, and I got it twice out of all 5 battles, which is not that great. And the second thing, the most annoying part of the shield, is that once you have it, you have to block an incoming special attack so that the opponent get the bleed effect applied on him. Why? I mean, if I have an armor, I want to be aggressive. I want to know that whatever happens, I have this armor so I can unleash my basic attacks on the opponent without caring about blocking anymore. But in this situation, I have to block, and I find this very bad. The 20% critical chance for Netherland characters is something good. I'm giving 12 points out of 20 for Shinnok's passive. Moreover, Shinnok is just a Netherland character, so he gets 1 point for classes, and he doesn't have any tag-in attacks whatsoever, so he gets 0 points there. The basic attack speed of Shinnok, guys, is just average. I cannot say that he's slow, for example like Shao Kahn, but he is not fast as well. He has moderate speed, guys, nothing special there. The same actually applies to the chaining of his basic attacks. He's okay when it comes to chaining the basic attacks. Again, he has this issue that if the opponent is blocking, he cannot push him away, which leaves him open for counterattack. But as long as you are hitting your basic attacks, if the opponent is not blocking, you will be fine. So the final verdict when it comes to basic attacks is that I'm giving 3 points for speed and 3 points for chaining, in total 6 points for his basic attacks. Okay guys, so is Vengeful Shinnok a good card? The answer is kinda. Vengeful Shinnok is a card that has certain advantages and certain disadvantages. Of course, the advantages are that he has very high stats, very high damage on his special attacks, and actually useful buff and debuff on his special 1 and special 2. However, he has some issues as well. And the first issue is that his passive is very underwhelming, especially when it comes to the first part of his passive. And the second issue that he has is that his basic attacks are not very fast, and all of his special attacks can be blocked, which can be a problem. And here we come to my 3 points that I can give to the character. And I'm sorry to disappoint guys, but Vengeful Shinnok is one of my least favorite characters. I don't like him, I never play him even though I have him maxed. So I believe you have already guessed that I'm giving him 0 points out of 3. So, in the end of the day, he scored 59.7 out of 100, and the final verdict for Vengeful Shinnok will be kinda good. And finally guys, we reached the gameplay. Because of the nature of his passive, it is really hard for me to say which are the characters that he counters, but I can say which are the characters which counter Shinnok. I'm going to mention 4 names here. The first one is Ravenous Melina. Unless you don't resist the stun on her tagging attack, you're dead. So Shinnok is not very good against Ravenous Melina. He is not good at all versus Assassin Jade because he needs to perform a successful combo ender in order for his passive to be triggered, or at least to have a chance for his passive to be triggered. He is very bad against Pankasi because every time when she tags in, he loses bar power and he becomes very slow. And of course Hellspawn Scorpion, a very tough matchup because he gets 50% less damage from Netherlands characters, so that means that you won't be able to deal a lot of damage to him even with your special 2. When it comes to a good item set guys, it really depends on the team. It depends on whether Shinnok is going to be your main carry in the team or whether he's going to be kinda supporting the team. In general, the best gears that you can give him are Send to Blade for unblockable chance and some damage boost, Shao Kahn's Helmet, in my opinion the best armor in the game, and Shinnok Amulet or Sindel String. It depends. It depends on the playstyle guys. The second variation of this item set is again, instead of Send to Blade you can put Rat Hammer, depending on the playstyle. Rat Hammer is also a good item for Shinnok, however in that case you have to do your special attacks when the opponent is not blocking, because you don't have any unblockable chance on basic attacks. If he's supporting guys, then I would advise you to give him Bloody Tomahawk, Military Vest, or any other HP armor, it doesn't matter, and of course again Shinnok's Amulet. Okay, let's proceed with the teams. There aren't a lot of really great teams that you can build around him, but I'm going to mention some of them. The first 2 are going to be fire focused teams. Sector, Tiger, Fury, Goro, and Shinnok. All of these characters have fire, so that's very good because you know Tiger's Fury, Goro passive guys. The second team is Shinnok, Kintaro, and Tiger, Fury, Goro. This is another variation of the first one, however a little bit safer because Kintaro reduces the damage you take from fire dots. And if you decide to build a 2+1 team with Shinnok guys, so this is the team I'm going to recommend. It's Treacherous Tanya, Warlock Quan Chi, and Shinnok. If you're asking me why Treacherous Tanya is in the team, and the answer is going to be because if she is in the team, then Shinnok will almost get no power drain on him. Okay guys, this will be all from me for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, Shinnok scored 59.7 and the final verdict on him is kinda good. I mean, he's overall a good character with very good stats, great damage on his special attacks, useful buff and debuff on his special attacks, but his basic attacks and especially his passive are very underwhelming. So, see you next time guys. Take care.
Perfect.